I'm sitting here playing a little tower defense game called Defend the Bits TD. People still play tower defense games, right? Well, I sure hope so, because I've already started this video. It becomes immediately obvious to those who've played at least 15 or so minutes of these types of games that this is going to be one for the strategical geniuses. And I show off my prowess by placing my little archers and axe wielding dudes in whatever square comes to mind. It's a path. Surely they all walk past at some point, right? Defend the Bits is bright and colourful, and full of all the cheer that you might expect in a game that doesn't have you slaughtering hordes of enemies and forcing them along a production line like Grinder. But it is cute, and has this kind of happy music that feels like it might be about to break out into a familiar Nintendo tune, but isn't quite close enough to get the lawyers on the phone. That's saying something too. I've heard the Nintendo lawyers are quite vicious. So I'm halfway through my initial playthrough, just taking out minion after minion, when I start to realise that some of the enemies can only be hit by certain types of towers. And right as the game over screen pops up, I have that feeling that I might have needed some kind of strategy, some kind of edge to get me through this. That's when a bit of luck flows my way, and unlocking a tennis-based unit gives me a bit of an idea. I can kill the silly buggers with sport. Commence operation, put lots of tennis dudes on the screen, and I set out on my defence. They cost a fair bit to get going, so of course I need a few basic items to lend support until the cash flow is at an appropriate level. But at this point I've got enough wacky boys to give Wimbledon a go, and the true test of Operation Tennis Balls would come when my old friend would walk through again, thinking he would just strut his way through it. And I ask myself, does this guy even watch tennis? Because the boss man is getting whacked into a new dimension, and even comes back again later to test it out. Time to play a different sport, I think, because it's clear at this point that the might of tennis was all I needed to defeat these frenemies. What strategy will I try out next? Well, I've got a duck, but I think the duck is kinda useless, to be honest.